It's warm, it's fairly flat, but it's wet.
He says, absolutely, like it's a prayer.
Yeah, I was a little stiff.
Says indeed, like it's gospel. Colorblind cop.
That's not nice.
That's right.
Will you stop?
Turn the radio down.
Rolls with Bob, like a royal cup, ride shotgun, sipping fun.
Oh,
Hospitality frenzy plays bingo, not bingo. The joke never ends.
we just got a stolen alert, folks, on a vehicle, but an LPR caught it on the back of a tow truck. St. Paul had
Will you
recovered it.
stop?
Stepchild, daddy, dentures, whistle when he talks. Flashlight, fetish, loves his night.
So welcome to the Wednesday Hump Day edition of Live on Patrol, educational broadcast, the brainchild of the best sheriff, Sheriff Bob FLETCHER of Ramsey County. I am Deputy Pat Scott, and with me is Fran.
Hey, backseaters.
Fran's a fan favorite, and you know, I talked about it a couple weeks ago with Joe Miller, but Fran was just given a rather prestigious award from the sheriff's office. Very, very cool.
I kept that a big surprise too till the very end. I'm glad I invited my family to the thing.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
didn't realize that was what they were handing that out. I thought it was a unit award we were getting.
Yeah, that's very cool. Congratulations.
So thank you.
So I'm going to get this. Please share this video. We like getting our message out far and wide, and sharing helps accomplish that. In fact, I'm doing it myself right now. It'll take about a minute or so. As with most of these weekday lives, they're not going to be out real long, maybe an hour, maybe a little bit more, depending on what's going on. It hasn't been real busy today, as opposed to Monday and yesterday,
Yep.
which were insanely busy.
That's not nice.
Yeah, yesterday was very busy yesterday.
A joint effort of the CAT unit, the gun unit, the intelligence unit, Minneapolis PD, Hennepin County Sheriffs,
Minnetonka was there.
Minnetonka Police, St. Louis Park Police. There was a stolen vehicle on a rampage of thefts from construction vehicles throughout Minneapolis and the surrounding area yesterday, in which they reportedly pulled a gun on people at one point. And
I was a little stiff when I got out.
eventually the vehicle was recovered, and
Warm, it's fairly flat.
Eastbound from Mount. I've had a stolen anything. Romeo Zulu,
He
Foxtrot
says,
729 at the White
absolutely,
GMC.
like it's a prayer.
I was a little
agrees
stiff.
might have stolen it.
Indeed, like it's gospel. Colorblind cop with an O like B.
That's not nice.
That's right.
Will you stop?
Romeo Zulu, Foxtrot 729 White GMC Acadia. Eastbound at 61. Just following it. Anybody's close. 358, that should have already been taken out of NCIC. It's already been recovered. That's the owner.
Rolls with Bob.
It is. Coming back as a recovered stolen.
Shotgun,
It's not. So, thank you. Clearly.
What's happening, brother?
No,
With the crooked grin,
Thank you.
like hanging out at
But
Reddit's
he must do the old school way.
Two bars,
Good spot, Jay.
drinks for hospitality
He must do the old school way that you do with Pat with the little
Little notes.
handwritten notes of all the stolens for the day.
Tracking uniform, boots on the floor, can't pass the test.
Just takes a sharp eye to catch that though.
Let him score.
Yes,
Will you
indeed.
stop?
Stepchild, daddy, dentures, whistle when he talks. Flashlight, fetish, loves his nightly walks.
Jason, stick my cock.
Reads in deadpan, thinks it's hockey names, doesn't know the scam.
Yeah, I was a little stiff.
Absolutely, Pat, you're the yes man king.
That's not nice.
Agree to anything, just don't say a thing. Bob says jump, you say what height.
Jesus Christ.
Even when he steers you
So I am taking off a little bit early today. I'm going with a friend of mine to a nursery to stock up on herbs and
There you go.
plants maybe a hanging basket or two.
Yeah.
Whoops. Can you
Shut up.
go in that diamond? And then over there, there's going to be a number 1
Yep.
go up. And if you will put in the review on the top line, put 61 and 94.
Okay.
And then on the category, assist other agency. Thank you.
Yep.
Holy smokes, there's a lot of traffic.
It's construction season. Well underway.
We are eastbound on 7th Street at coming up on Mariah here.
New message.
Did he stop at that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought folks were monitoring it. It ended up having been recovered already. It was right on the verge of being cleared out of the system.
That was a little stiff. That's not nice. Will you stop?
Is it actually 95 degrees? There's this. Maybe it's because it's. No, it's not. Because it was sitting in the sun. It says 95. It is 80 degrees. It's a beautiful afternoon here in Ramsey County and the city of St. Paul specifically.
Will you stop?
Flashlight fetish loves his nightly walks.
Jason stiff my cock. That was a little stiff.
Absolutely past. You're the yes man king.
That's not nice.
Don't read anything, just don't say a thing. Bob says jump. You say what height.
Jesus Christ.
Even when he steers you straight
Something I can reach?
into the light. The lady asked if he got it up. He stammered, she laughed, said,
I wanna see some
Something
pussy.
Case
White pussy, white pussy,
Cake
pink
pussy.
pussy, real quick,
Doll's
peeled
case?
out, no
Yeah.
time to get sassy.
I'll pull over here in a second, maybe figure it out.
We said anything yet, and usually those guys are Johnny on the spot. But I see yours called rattling.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Nope, not at all.
Jesus Christ. Hi, Isabella. Thanks for watching. Must have been it. Just leave it all there. That's good.
Good?
Yeah, thank you.
Can't name the name, but somehow still tells black.
That's not nice.
Absolutely behind every indeed, an unopened door, shield for sheriff, sponge for blame, still flashing that light, still playing the game.
Jesus Christ.
He failed the test, but passed the vibe, and the flashlight still charged.
She was grabbing for Pat's crotch.
She was reaching.
She was reaching for Pat's crotch.
My cock was a little stiff when I got out. It's warm, it's fairly flat, but it's wet.
He says, absolutely, like it's a prayer.
Yeah, I was a little stiff.
Says indeed, like it's gospel. Colorblind cop with an O-light beam.
That's not nice.
Let's rewind.
Will you stop?
Rolls with Bob like a loyal pup. Ride shotgun, sipping Fountain Dew from a holiday cup. Says, what's happening, brother, with a crooked grin? Like hanging out at Willard's taught him how to blend in. 2 bars, 3 drinks, 4 hospitality friends. He plays Vingo, not bingo, the joke never ends. Laugh track in uniform, boots on the floor. Can't pass the test, but Bob let him score.
Will you stop?
Stepchild, daddy dentures, whistle when he talks. Flashlight fetish, loves his nightly walks.
Jason, stiff my cock.
Thinks it's hockey names, doesn't notice.
Yeah, I was a little stiff.
Absolutely packed.
That's not nice. All right, folks, our phone overheated. Had to put it in the air for a little bit to get it to cool off. Hopefully we'll be able to make it stop overheating here. I'm going to get the air conditioning going through the defroster, and hopefully that will help us out.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't mess with the sound.
So I'm going to have to put up a little bit of fan noise in order to be able to keep the stream going. And we're going to turn out of the sun. That should help too.
We're only going north and east today.
That's not nice.
Sorry, 359, 2 minute answer, please.
387, I copy your route. In the boss, copy to Johnson Circle, Angeles. 307, copy.
A lot of people like yield signs.
She was reaching for Pat's crotch.
My cock was a little stiff when I got out. It's warm, it's fairly flat, but it's wet.
He says, absolutely, like it's a prayer.
Yeah, I was a little stiff.
Says indeed, like it's gospel. Colorblind cop with an O-light beam.
That's not nice.
Let's
Will you stop?
like a loyal pup. Ride shotgun, sipping Fountain Dew from a holiday cup. What's happening, brother, with
Yeah.
like hanging out at Burrill's, taught him how to blend.
We are east on Case. We go over the hill here. The next light you see is going to be Arcade Street, which is under some massive construction.
Can't pass the test.
Running pretty good.
Will you stop?
305. I sent you a message.
Jesus, my God. That was a little stiff. The arcade bar. Long time. Jesus Christ.
Even when he steers you straight into the light. The lady asked if he got it up. He stammered, she asked. Black pussy, white pussy.
Code 4, thinking, conscious.
Get sassy. Bob
As,
reaching, but pants that frozen. Denture screeching. She said,
extravagant skirt.
County's awful busy on the radio today. I just see the text that Kyle Williams is posted.
Look. In the intel?
Nice. I didn't even see that.
Oh, okay, that was, I think, the overnight. I was at a gathering yesterday afternoon, which will remain unnamed, where saw a lot of people I hadn't seen in years, including, I got to give a shout out to him, a guy by the name of Frank Roth, who, when I first got to town in '79 from the San Antonio Police Department and started in the academy in St. Paul, he was a bartender at a place on Robert Street. I can't even remember the name, but he went on to be a Robbinsdale police officer for 8 or 9 years, and then a Brooklyn Center officer for 25 years, which is where he retired from. And Frank, hadn't seen you in probably 35 years. It was good to see you. And now we are Facebook friends.
You recognize him right off right away?
I knew him. But I wasn't positive. And then all of a sudden it just clicked.
So he was in the academy with you at St. Paul?
No.
He was just doing football at the bar.
Exactly. Okay, you're frozen for a minute there.
Jesus, my mom. Yeah, I was a little stiff. That's not nice.
This is Law Enforcement Memorial Week, folks. And tomorrow is Law Enforcement Memorial Day, which is May 15th of every year. And I believe the day was first enacted, I guess you'd say, by President John Fitzgerald Kennedy. And it honors fallen police officers. That was in 1962. President Kennedy named this Law Enforcement Memorial Week. And the 15th, Law Enforcement Memorial Day. DBF 625. Almost looks like he did that on purpose.
Those new plates are kind of flimsy too.
Does it come match the car? Yeah. Good enough.
That's not nice.
Yeah, Sanjay's plate on his old car. That's folded in half this way. Like, well,
On its own?
yeah, I'm like,
That's weird.
he's got a lead foot too.
Maybe the sheer speed made it fold.
Jesus Christ.
Captain, we're up to warp speed.
My mom's a little stiff when I got out.
358 clear report with Bravo 503 and 355.
He says, absolutely. Like it's great.
I was a little stiff.
Like it's not.
Did you attend the luncheon today?
I did. That's some good food there.
Where's the food from?
I'm not even sure, but it was good. Primarily pasta dishes. Salad.
Roger,
Caesar salad.
342.
Lost a dish on a day like this with people listening right now.
Cisco.
I think everybody was ready to take a nap after that meal. This is the difference between me and a lot of people. On
So-
busy streets like Maryland, I never take a left.
Me
Ever.
too.
I make it so, at least unless there's a light.
Yeah.
I either make it so I get to a light, or I take a right, go around the block, so I don't have to.
Yeah, me too. I almost go out of my way just to find that light. I'll go down the block and get that light.
Yep. But that's just
372, Minnesota plate, Echo Sierra Mike.
certainly nothing personal against people who choose to wait for inordinate amounts of time to turn.
Same with like finding a parking spot at the store when you're going out. And I'm like, I'll just park far away. That's fine. I'm not going to sit here and look for a parking spot.
Can you update this to apartment 8, please? Change it to a DOC.
Is this your chicken place? Yeah, this is your chicken place.
Yeah, I haven't been back. I'm not sure if it's the same owner anymore, but it was pretty good a couple of years ago.
Still have to try it. I'm going to get Tank to come with me. He's adventurous.
I consider myself a connoisseur
Yeah.
of fried chicken.
4 minutes cleared.
Did your wings won
They did.
an award?
They did.
At Sherwood?
At the Sherwood Lounge, they had a appetizer contest. My chicken wings won, and my chicken chili won twice.
Oh yeah, your chicken chili. Yeah, you brought that in too. Good. Did you make some chicken chili?
Man, the first time I did it, I just kind of spitballed it. I didn't really have a recipe. I just did what I thought sounded good.
Do you remember enough to again if you were into
Yes, I
chili?
do. I've done it a few times now. I kind of got it down to a science. It's very similar to the chicken chili at the Moon Cafe, which is pretty famous for that chili, and they've got a pork chili too that they're famous for.
Cafe, is that in Lower Town?
There's one on St. Peter.
Oh yes, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's their kind of their branch bar. The original is at 5th Street and 1st Avenue in downtown Minneapolis. My friend Robbie is the manager there.
The one in Minneapolis.
Yep. Been manager for 25 plus years. Have you ever had the drink called the Grape Ape?
No.
It's really good. And that is the bar that invented it. And it's now kind of famous around the nation.
The Great Babe.
Great Babe.
Okay. I haven't been to the Loon in a while. You know,
Either one or the one in...
the one in St. Paul.
Okay.
I didn't know that there was one in Minneapolis.
Yeah, the Minneapolis one's the original. It's been open probably 40, 45 years.
It's a long time. It's a long time to survive. It's a lot of things that survived. Some cheap propane. $17.99.
I wouldn't know. I've never had a propane grill in my life.
I mean, I do like the taste of the charcoal one, but in the wintertime, it's nice because I can still use it.
Yeah. I lived in a condo once that had natural gas hookups for grills. I mean, you hook right up to your natural gas in your condo.
Jesus Christ.
Rewind to 98. Flashlights flew like fists of fate. Artist Graham, cuffed unarmed. Pat swung hard, and the system disarmed. Javelin beam in a hand once feared. Back then, no cams, no voices heard clear. Sons and daughters of St. Paul wept, while Pat forgot or maybe just slept. Bob called them eagle-eyed, but colors blur when truth walks by. Can't see the plate, can't name the hue, but somehow still tells black from blue.
That's not nice.
Absolutely, Pat, your silence roars behind every indeed. An unopened door, shield for a sheriff, sponge for blame. Still flashing that light, still playing the game.
Jesus Christ.
He failed the test, but passed the vibe, and the flashlight still charged.
She was grabbing for Pat's crotch.
She was reaching.
She was reaching for Pat's crotch.
My cock was a little stiff when I got out. It's warm, it's fairly flat, but it's wet.
He says,
City update once again, the program will talk about.
Happy to wait. Perfect. Thank you.
We're at Jermaine and Sherwood right now. No, we are not muted, folks. We haven't muted once yet, although our phone did overheat once. Jesus.
Close to where you found that kid on that bike.
Yes.
So just months ago, just found guilty of shooting that kid.
You're going to be okay if I pull up next to this one?
Good.
Gotta stay off your phone, hon. Okay? Don't want you to crash. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Would you go ahead and stop the recordings?
Yep.
And then just put Prosperity in Arlington. And then start typing traffic stop, and you'll get a drop down for traffic stop warning.
Reserve 14
I think my
DPD 520 Van Dyke Street.
mount here is getting old and loose.
And the sun's expanding it too.
Yeah, probably.
But what do you put in the title?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Thank you. Yeah, we have to keep the air conditioning turned up because the phone overheated and it froze the live stream. So it's a matter of I'll probably turn it down a little bit now.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to put up with it a little bit, folks. It's either that or the stream stops.
So included, the backpack. You guys are both on record. Right there. For North Toledo.
I hate when that does that. Oh, but the florists I said I was going to later today,
Yep.
I won buying one ticket. I won a $400 gift certificate to the florist.
Wow.
So taking some friends to help me spend it.
3:30.
358.
58, 17 are out, 770, continuing at 1, for civil dispute. 3 people they want removed from their addresses and living there.
Copy.
350's fine.
68.
Put it here too.
Y'all want to see some puss? Hey, puss. She said, give me a light, but he put that vice. Second wife is a third, not precise. He spoken lyrics, lost or jive, half a step late, and just a lie.
Jesus Christ.
Rewind to 98. Flashlights,
Oh,
life is so
just don't
fake.
stop.
Artist grave, cuffed
You can stop on both. Put it
Hat
together.
swung hard, and the system disarmed.
Oh, if you hit stop here, don't stop. Stop.
Jab-lock beam in a hand on spear back then. No cans, no voices heard clear. Sons and daughters of St. Paul wept. While Pat forgot him, baby just slept. Bob
Three, two, six.
It's all coded under the same thing.
Back to 8 Old Hudson Road. Motor robbery. They all threatened staff and their sole items shortly outside the first team lot. Arguing with the manager. Black male, 50 to 60. Car stick driver still driving away to
That is why I go slow when I pull out.
He's probably a little bit quicker.
What's the daily business?
There's all butts and
Jesus
cheese.
Christ.
Walgreens. Fuck here, midnight. Yeah, so it's just that.
Okay, will you read the details to me, please?
I was a little stiff when I got out.
Mail from staff, stole items, black male 50 to 60, 5'6", white shirt, and a hat. He's currently arguing with the manager outside.
Anything about weapons?
No mention of weapons. No weapons.
I don't know why our architecture didn't get electric lights.
Maybe. That was triggered.
I like that. I love this about this horn.
Yeah.
It changes it.
Is yours the only one that does that?
I had one other one that did.
Happy for traffic.
My car. That was a little stiff.
Right? Yeah.
That's not nice. Jesus Christ.
Any updates?
One squad here. No updates. One squad on scene, 2 more on the way.
Jesus Christ.
There he is.
Three, 3, 6, we got movement up here, mail left northeast. 1 minute time delay here.
East, okay.
Copy.
Your Opticom still on? Alright.
White shirt and hat,
White
correct?
shirt and hat, yep. That's all we had at the time.
336, suspect is described as a black male, 40 to 50, skinny, wearing a black shirt. Shorts, they have square design on, carrying a backpack, wearing a black hat. His face and eyes, we're watching out here.
Black shirt.
I thought it said black shorts.
Is that a black shirt?
Paper, a black shirt, and shorts with a square design on them.
Black shorts.
Where'd he go?
I guess those apartment complexes behind us.
Crap.
Attorney Slovic are definitely prior across the vehicle that just got stolen. I was currently chasing him through the alley. I'm trying to get further info.
Yeah, go ahead and bring it down.
359 Tango, we can break in a minute.
Copy.
So,
Oh, nice. There's a break on it.
it's pain with it. Maybe? Just mind a great break.
336 suspects, Timothy Turner, Timothy W. Turner. Suspects might be headed at 292 Ruth Street.
Just
Or
a
Payne.
292 Ruth.
Copy. Timothy W. Turner, 292 Bruce Permanente. Bye.
This will be a report. Tracy Happ will be in my squad. Will be 359 Tango and we'll take the motor vehicle stuff. Just a minute, rebar.
Copy.
Well, this apartment's just the other side of the freeway. So, he's going to have to.
Cross Ruth
Jesus Christ.
at some point.
She was grabbing for Pat's crotch.
She was reaching.
She was reaching for Pat's crotch.
My cock was a little stiff when I got out.
But we don't want to be sitting still too long. People trying to catch them. Still take them a few minutes to get this far.
Especially if you ran north and started off.
359 Tango, they did find the vehicle a block away, but his wallet and keys were taken from the vehicle.
Any description on that yet?
Just my own.
And I think it's really
Yeah, it's just, all we got is the car's been abandoned.
Unknown suspect description.
Because they only saw the car drive off.
Well, we are out on what was initially reported as a robbery at Walgreens that is now being described as a theft. And apparently the Walgreens is familiar with the suspect and is knew his address and everything.
Tango last update was there two Minor black male, shorter, wearing hat.
This is a cool little tucked away spot right here, where some auto theft suspect ran down the hill here, and the people here got them on camera a couple of years ago. Kind of a cool house.
This is their driveway? Oh, yeah. That's nice. That's a cool backyard to the right.
Really cool couple lives there. Cottage Grove State Patrol is on the scene of a crash involving semi at Highway 95 and 70th Street South. One driver unresponsive, bystander performing CPR. Not so good.
This is a nice little pocket here.
Never really hear calls in there.
Oh, these houses are like nice smoking.
Good chance he's off to sell the items he stole. Yeah, he's in here somewhere. See you later. Take care. Might have driven into a dead spot down there.
Oops.
Go ahead and stop this stuff again.
That kind of day, I guess. Yep. I'm not sure what happened this time. It seemed,
Okay, we're back. Thank you. Yeah, we seem to be glitching a little bit, folks. Not sure if it's phone overheating or if it's sunspots or who knows. I've stopped trying to figure out why we glitch. Hudson, assist other agency for me, please.
they didn't show up. So I turn that into one big one?
Go to the camera.
Live videos.
Squad 336.
336.
I have a new caller that saw the suspect walking eastbound towards White Bear. Gray baseball hat, white t-shirt, black pants, and flip-flops 2 minutes ago.
Okay, yeah, so black down with a gray red. You just give it like a... Thank you. Please have not in the area of that. Can you open the white shirt or black shirt? That's what's your fault.
Bring up that
It's a black shirt. It's got like stripes, bright colored shorts.
I'm going to change it.
Can you input plate Lima Kilo Alpha 5?
When the call first came out, they did say get white shirts.
Okay, it says Wilson towards right there, but does it say from where?
Eastbound on Wilson towards White Bear.
Eastbound on Wilson?
Eastbound on Wilson.
Okay, so it must have been the other side of White Bear. Now maybe he's working his way back home.
Yeah, that's what I'm just
necessarily
northeast.
flat, wet.
All that would
He says, absolutely. Like it's a prayer.
Yeah, I was a little
Says
stiff.
indeed,
These lines
like
work.
it's gospel. Colorblind cop
Ridge.
with an
Yeah.
all-night beam.
That's not nice.
Let's rewind.
Will you stop?
Well, he's there.
there.
Rolls with Bob, like a royal pup. Ride shotgun, sipping Fountain Dew from a holiday cup. Says, what's happening, brother, with a crooked grin?
Marco.
Like hanging out at Willard's taught him
Hello.
how to blend in. 2 bars, 3 drinks, 4 hospitality friends. He plays bingo, not bingo. The joke never ends. Laugh track in uniform, boots on the floor. Can't pass the test, but Bob's let him score.
Will you stop?
Stepchild, daddy dentures whistle when he talks. Flashlight fetish loves his nightly walks.
Jason, stick my cock.
Reads in deadpan, thinks it's hockey names, doesn't know the scam.
Yeah, I was a little stiff.
Absolutely bad. You're the yes man king.
That's not nice.
Agree to anything, just don't say a thing. Bob says jump. You say you want height.
Jesus Christ.
Even when he steers you straight into the light. The lady asked if he got it up. Stammered, she laughed, said, wanna see some pussy. Black pussy, white pussy, pink pussy, real quick, peeled out, no time to get sassy. Bob hit reverse mode, she was reaching, but Pat sat frozen, denture screeching. She said, give me a line, with advice. The second wife was the third not precise. He spoke in riddles, lost to a jive, half a step late, just a little.
Jesus Christ.
Rewind to 98. Flashlights, sons and daughters of St. Paul wept, while Pat forgot or maybe just slept. Bob called them eagle-eyed, but colors blur and
Well, enough of this.
Can't see the plate, can't name the hue, but somehow still tells black from blue.
That's not nice.
Absolutely Pat, your silence roars behind every indeed an unopened door, shield for a
I
shore.
hesitated a little too long.
Sponge for light, still flashing that light, still playing the game.
Jesus Christ.
Failed the test, but passed the bar.
So the federal.
The flashlight still charged.
She was grabbing for Pat's crotch.
She was reaching.
She was reaching for Pat's crotch.
My cock was a little stiff when I got out.
Kids that we know.
No doubt. Jason, stick my pop.
That's a good idea. It's not like it's a nice day.
Yep. Yeah, I was a little stiff.
Absolutely packed. You're the yes man.
That's not nice.
Street for Tango, we're talking someone in the front of 724. Just a moment.
Oh, yeah. We know that. We know that address.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
I was just talking to Curly about that incident the other day.
What's that?
And I forgot to bring my notepad today. So you go back and look at.
Can't name the hue, but somehow
You mean what you should be?
Yeah. But we're heading there right now, right? Is that what we plan to do?
Just not really.
Okay.
Our guys were already out on it. Well, that's a fine how do you do. A lot of closed roads.
Yeah, those are major roads too, not little side streets.
$210 just to tame those two as possible suspects.
Don't call it a fundraiser. It's an event. Don't call it propaganda. It's community. Don't call it a sinkhole. It's street art.
where your taxes vanish with a head start.
Bobaganda live with your dollars down. Streaming campaign blurbs all over town. When the truth starts cracking, just look past the scene and the downtown smoke. Raise a glass, raise your brows. He's raising funds in a fractured house. 35 feet deep and still digging for more. While the people shout, what are we paying for? It's not a pothole, it's policy. It's not a fundraiser, it's a
You know what they so-called speed bumps in the signs. Sleeping policemen ahead. For real, that's a true story.
Really?
Yep.
Live from West 7, Griff's in here. Toll of the road and the end is near. Burger Mo's still hosting the game. Bob's back banging. No budget.
Every
no
once in a
shame.
while, if I see the coast is clear, I will make a left. It'll be interesting.
Sinkholes yawning like Bob's campaign, 35 feet deep. And blushing your name. The signs ain't deep, the buddy plows straight through. Flashing that grin while he's catching on.
Hey, Joe, come over here by just my green bar.
While the asphalt crumbles beneath his feet. Pay to play. Shout out deal, say his name. Get some meals on wheels. He's down, dogs get shot. Sinkholes not the worst he's got. Chases spin out in neighborhoods tight about balls and say, yeah, sure, alright. It's Bobaganda live. Campaigning on tape. Swerving through truth with his seatbelt case. Backseat is true. And the grandpa got. But that's
Street 29 Tango for the officers and back. There's another one in town that we believe is involved.
raising funds where the street gave out. But the holes are there for no doubt.
I'm working on a couple more clarifying questions.
So St. Paul has one auto theft suspect
Here's
detained,
some news calls in front. I copied what they said. I'm just getting a little bit more info.
and some of our CAT unit members are out there assisting. We were in the middle of that
Kyle and Bill.
theft call. I'm going to mute for a second.
Don't call it a fundraiser. It's an event.
Eventually, he'll cash your rent.
Don't call it propaganda. It's community.
As long as that community funds impunity.
Don't call it a sinkhole. It's street art.
Where your taxes vanish with a head start.
Bobaganda live with your dollars down. Streaming campaign blurbs all over town. When the truth starts cracking, he cracks a joke. Just look past
Alright, we're back,
the
folks.
scene.
Juvenile name from being mentioned. That's why we had to mute you. Smoke coming out of that.
Yeah.
There's my 3 Tango.
Smell it
Oof.
still.
Burning oil.
3 Fletcher Tango. Left on 2119. Left on 3 Fletcher Tango. 1496.
Shout out deal, say his name. It's a
SUV.
Okay.
3 cars up. He stuck his head out the window too.
Must be watching us. I'm amazed at, with all the publicity auto thefts have gotten the last few years, I'm amazed that people still leave their keys in their cars.
It just goes to show you how many people don't even pay attention to that kind of stuff.
I guess.
Yeah, it's like you can warn them as many times as you want, but it's not. You know,
Or leaving a gun in your car when you park. Hi.
exactly.
Run the plate when we get to it. Give me that microphone right there. 16221 MP, I think.
Call it out or?
No, Mike Delta. Maybe do a, yeah.
Come on now.
I'm going to put us on mute here, folks, because I'm going to do a, okay. Is it, yeah. Valid? Oh, okay. I'm going to mute, folks, because we're going to do a driver's license number.
Raise a glass, raise your brows. He's raising funds in a fractured house. 35 feet deep and still digging for more.
And just let me know.
People shout, what are we paying for?
Valid?
It's not
warm. It's fairly flat, but it's wet.
He says, absolutely, like it's a prayer.
Yeah, I was a little
Says
stiff.
indeed, like it's gospel.
Okay, well, they know that we're going to mail them the citation. And we'll clear that in a minute.
Okay.
And folks, we are going to sign off for the day. Maybe almost an hour and a half here. And but thank you for being with us. And we'll see you next time we go live.
Yep. See you guys next time.
Take care, folks.
Like hanging out at Willard's taught him how to blend in. 2 bars, 3 drinks, 4 hospitality friends. He plays bingo, not bingo. The joke never ends. Laugh track in uniform, boots on the floor. Can't pass the test, but Bob let him score.
Will you stop?
Stepchild, daddy dentures whistle when he talks. Flashlight fetish loves his nightly walks.
Jason stick my cock.
Reads him deadpan, thinks it's hockey names, doesn't know the scam.
Yeah, I was a little stiff.
Absolutely Pat, you're the yes man king.
That's not nice.
Agree to anything, just don't say a thing. Bob says jump, you say what height.
Jesus Christ.
Even when he steers you straight into the light. The lady asked if he got it up. He stammered, she laughed, said,
I wanna see some
pussy.
pussy.
Black pussy, white pussy, pink
Pink
pussy.
pussy.
Real quick, peeled out, no time to get sassy. Bob hit reverse, muttered
He
she
was
was
reaching.
reaching, but Pat sat frozen, denture screeching. She said, give me a light, but he quit that vice. Since the second wife, it was the third not precise. He spoke in riddles, Barstool jive, half a step late, but just alive.
Jesus Christ.
Rewind to 98. Flashlights flew like fists of fate. Artie Scram, cuffed, unarmed. Pat swung hard, and the system disarmed. Javelin beam in a hand once feared. Back then, no cams, no voices heard clear. Sons and daughters of St. Paul wept, while Pat forgot or maybe just slept. Bob called him eagle-eyed, but colors blur when truth walks by. Can't see the plate, can't name the hue, but somehow still tells black from blue.
That's not nice.
Absolutely, Pat, your silence roars. Behind every indeed, an unopened door. Shield for sheriff, sponge for blame. Still flashing that light, still playing the game.
Jesus Christ.
He failed the test, but passed the vibe. And the flashlight still charged.
She was grabbing for Pat's crotch.
She was reaching.
She was reaching for Pat's crotch.
My cock was a little stiff when I got out.
Live from West 7, the Griff's in gear. There's a hole in the road and the end is near. Burger Mo's still hosting the game. Bob's back begging, no budget, no shame. Sinkholes yawning like Bob's campaign, 35 feet deep and flushing your name. The signs say Dito, but he plows straight through, flashing that grin while he's cashing on you. He's holding court with the Mo's elite while the asphalt crumbles beneath his feet. Pay to play, shout out deals, say his name, get some meals on wheels. Liberty's down, dogs get shot. The sinkhole's not the worst he's got. Chases spin out in neighborhoods tight. Bob calls it safe, yeah, sure, alright. It's Bobaganda live, campaigning on tape, swerving through truth with his seatbelt cage. Backseaters drool at the grandpa act, but that grip runs deep and the road still cracks. He's raising funds where the street gave out, but the hole's a metaphor, no doubt. $100 plates with the side of denial. Burger Mo's fundraiser, crooked smile. He mumbles transparency, flips the script, blames the board when his own boat's tipped. Budget blown like a tire on a chase, but no cuts made to the smile on his face. Cash from cops, contractors and bars. Bob gives him a wink and 5 gold stars. Don't call it a fundraiser, it's an event.
Eventually
he'll cash your rent.
Don't call it propaganda, it's community.
As long as that community funds impunity.
Don't call it a sinkhole, it's street art.
Where your taxes vanish with a head start.
Bobaganda live, with your dollars down. Streaming campaign blurbs all over town. When the truth starts cracking, he cracks a joke. Just look past the steam and the downtown smoke. Raise a glass, raise your brows. He's raising funds in a fractured house. 35 feet deep and still digging for more. While the people shout, what are we paying for?
It's not a pothole, it's policy. It's not a fundraiser, it's a warning. And it's not just cracked pavement, it's where your future's falling in.
Live from West 7, the grift's in gear. There's a hole in the road and the end is near. Burger Mo's still hosting the game. Bob's back begging, no budget, no shame. Sinkholes yawning like Bob's campaign, 35 feet deep and flushing your name. The signs say Dito, but he plows straight through, flashing that grin while he's cashing on you. He's holding court with the Mo's elite while the asphalt crumbles beneath his feet. Pay to play, shout out deals, say his name, get some meals on wheels. Liberty's down, dogs get shot. The sinkhole's not the worst he's got. Chases spin out and neighborhoods tight. Bob calls it safe, yeah, sure, alright. It's Bobaganda live, campaigning on tape, swerving through truth with his seatbelt cape. Backseaters drool at the grandpa act, but that grift runs deep and the road still cracked. He's raising funds where the street gave out, but the hole's a metaphor, no doubt. $100 plates with the side of denial. Burger Mo's fundraiser, crooked smile. He mumbles transparency, flips the script, blames the board when his own boat's tipped. Budget blown like a tire on a chase, but no cuts made to the smile on his face. Cash from cops, contractors and bars. Bob gives him a wink and 5 gold stars. Don't call it a fundraiser, it's an event.
Eventually, he'll cash your rent.
Don't call it propaganda, it's community.
As long as that community funds impunity.
Don't call it a sinkhole, it's street art.
Where your taxes vanish with a head start.
Bobaganda live, with your dollars down. Streaming campaign blurbs all over town. When the truth starts cracking, he cracks a joke. Just look past the steam and the downtown smoke. Raise a glass, raise your brows. He's raising funds in a fractured house. 35 feet deep and still digging for more. While the people shout, what are we paying for?
It's not a pothole, it's policy. It's not a fundraiser, it's a warning. And it's not just cracked pavement, it's where your future's falling in.
It's warm, it's fairly flat, but it's
wet.
He says, absolutely, like it's a prayer. Says indeed, like it's gospel. Colorblind cop with an O-light beam.
That's not nice.
Let's rewind.
Will you stop?
Rolls with Bob like a loyal pup. Rides shotgun, sipping Fountain Dew from a holiday cup. Says, what's happening, brother, with a crooked grin. Like hanging out at Willard's taught him how to blend in. 2 bars, 3 drinks, 4 hospitality friends. He plays Vingo, not bingo, the joke never ends. Laugh track in uniform, boots on the floor. Can't pass the test, but Bob let him score.
Will you stop?
Stepchild, daddy dentures whistle when he talks. Flashlight fetish, loves his nightly walks.
Jason, stick my cock.
He reads him deadpan, thinks it's hockey names, doesn't know the scam. Absolutely, Pat, you're the yes man king.
That's not nice.
Agree to anything, just don't say a thing. Bob says jump, you say what height.
Jesus Christ.
Even when he steers you straight into the light. The lady asked if he got it up. He stammered, she laughed, said, wanna see some pussy. Black pussy, white pussy, pink pussy. Real quick, peeled out, no time to get sassy. Bob hit reverse, muttered she was reaching, but Pat sat frozen, denture screeching. She said, give me a light, but he quit that vice. Since the second wife, it was the third not precise. He spoke in riddles, barstool jive, half a step late, but just alive.
Jesus Christ.
Rewind to 98. Flashlights flew like fists of fate. Artie scram, cuffed, unarmed. Pat swung hard, and the system disarmed. Javelot beam in a hand once feared. Back then, no cams, no voices heard clear. Sons and daughters of St. Paul wept, while Pat forgot or maybe just slept. Bob called them eagle-eyed, but colors blur when truth walks by. Can't see the plate, can't name the hue, but somehow still tells black from blue.
That's not nice.
Absolutely, Pat, your silence roars behind every indeed an unopened door. Shield for a sheriff, sponge for blame, still flashing that light, still playing the game.
Jesus Christ.
He failed the test, but passed the vibe, and the flashlight still charged.
She was grabbing for Pat's crotch.
She was reaching.
She was reaching for Pat's crotch.
It's warm, it's fairly...
Even though Pat and I have relatively friendly personalities,
Kind.
not
Rewind.
everyone appreciates it.
A couple years back
Yeah,
in St. Paul, where Sheriff
How's it
Bob
going
found
tonight?
something around the corner after all.
That's a lovely
A birthday party
vest top you got on there.
for kids.
Very nice, very nice. What is
that
that on it? What kind of...
Didn't stop him.
I should
Saturday
have been
night,
able to
Bob's
see you with
creeping
that
slow
on.
outside the saloon with that
Take what?
deputy show. Rolls the window down, starts
Roll
laying
straight.
it on thick.
Hey, where the
Nice
jail-
vest, he
where the
says,
jail
real quick with the
is?
shtick. Then further up the block,
it's not
another
nice
group
to take people
appears.
to
Young
jail,
girls
is
in
it?
hats, mid-laughter
Yeah,
and
well, that we
cheers.
wouldn't.
What's the occasion? Bob leans in to say, oh, just a sweet 16 today. And Bob, he lights up like blue and red. Does Mickey Frost sneeze? He said, how'd he get a niece so cute? Then offers advice that's pure abuse. If someone's rude, you don't gotta stress. Just call 911, then ask for best. Say,
see
send
large
FLETCHER
group
over, yeah,
decided
that's the
to
trick. Dispatch ain't your secretary, Bob,
Move
that
down
line
the
is
street,
sick.
right, Pat?
Yes, they sure did.
That wasn't our intent. But say hi to this young lady. She's on the phone.
He lined them up for the dash cam lens. Said, get in front, it's your birthday, friends. Cheered them on like it's just some show. A public servant
Party going
or a
on there.
late night host.
It's like a hall, I think, right?
FLETCHER over, on the Bob, this ain't a chauffeur. 911,
How's it
he'll
going?
bring the charm till he
I like
finds
your
out
hat.
party's under
What's the occasion?
no harm.
What's the occasion? I like How are you? Nice to see you.
Mickey Frosty me.
You are. So nice to see you. Yeah, we met once before, right?
Yeah, you rock FLETCHER.
I am. Yes. What's your name?
Tells her he loves the eyeshadow game, gives her that Bobaganda fame. Girls dancing,
Yeah, glad you're having a party. What's one of the orange heads?
the late night show, forget
No,
the
they
calls
those
to
two women
get
have
real
orange heads
crime.
on
He's
there.
busy filming his
Oh,
favorite
what kind of party?
A sweet 16 birthday party.
Safety recruiting promoter, dash cam queen on a birthday night with a cop who loves
How's
his
it, Mickey?
life.
Hey, live.
We are. Hey, how did Mickey get such a beautiful niece?
I don't really know. Mickey's so mean.
We call
I
it
love my Uncle Mickey.
He's wonderful. I love Mickey.
kind.
How are you?
Hi.
How's it going? What do you got?
Bob collecting a real high speed.
What are we collecting?
The wine, big town.
Oh, you're being smart, COVID smart.
The wine,
Very
big
good. Nice.
town.
Hey, what? Sweet 16. Who turned 16?
My cousin.
Well, if you need anything or if anybody's like disrespecting the people in charge, you call us. Okay?
got you.
You just call 911, say send Fletcher over.
Jim FLETCHER.
Fletcher
Got
over.
you.
Fletcher over. Good girl. All right, we'll see you guys. We'll be around. Oh, hi. How are you? How are you? I love your eyeshadowing. I love your eyeshadowing. Are we bumping it over? Good.
Okay.
We're good.
Hey girls, who's 16? It's your birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. We gotta get you a party. Get in front
Yeah,
there.
it's your birthday.
Get in front there, birthday girl. Hey. Well, happy birthday.
16 years old.
Mickey Frost, her uncle, he runs the 8 to 18 Truth Center.
Kind. The line, be kind. Kind.
So anyhow, Mickey Frost, her uncle, I think I mentioned it before, he runs that 8 to 18 Truth Center at Selby and Lexington to outreach to kids that are dabbling in gangs.
Yep.
Flame burger took a little spin, camera on dash, let the Bobaganda look in. No calls, no crimes, no real patrol, just snacks, some rants, and the campaign roll. Parked out front like this is the beat, while St. Paul's burning just down the street. Shout out girls, now they stayed at work. Bob don't roll by when the truth might hurt. Talking about the board, talking about the mayor, talking like a cop, but you're still in hot air. We're just overrun, didn't stop no crime, didn't write no sound. Running this town on zero ground, just two dudes lost in looking crowd. Saying assalamu alaikum out the blue, still no clue what they came to do. Yeah, they filled some streets, but they didn't cop nothing. This ain't a cop show, it's just a rotten dip. April 21, the streets were tight. Dante's name still fresh in the fight. Philando's ghost in the county air, but Bob was more concerned with his own on air. Stopped by calls, but did no help. Just lurking with cameras like discount yo. St. Paul lit and they played pretend. Police in the pod for a Facebook friend. Soon they on snacks, soon out on pain. Another excuse, another campaign. Drove around, didn't stop no crime, didn't roll shit down. Running those lights just to spin that sound. Two poor bros trying to act profound. Talking about Steve, talking about fear, but not doing a thing. Just shifting the gear, just shifting the gear. This ain't a cop show, it's just fun. This is just fun. Just go around. This ain't a cop show, it's just fun. Yeah, we're just checking in on transparency. Reddit for transparency. And safety telecommunicators week. Well, let's grab a burger. Just drove around, round and round, never left town. Just drove around, be kind, rewind.
My car's on fire. You wanna get out? Nope.
Here's the thing. You never know what's around the corner. Rewind. 24-40 cop vibe. You never know what to say. Guess what? That night. fear, on fables, on safe Paul pride. Driving in circles, nowhere to hide. Pat with the banter, facts half formed, reciting crime stats like a lukewarm storm. Talked about meth, then COVID, then grace, while the crime rate crawled in a cornered place. Be kind, rewind, watch the rerun live, where the badge meets boredom, under suburban style. You never know what's around the bend. This time it's potholes and a quiet weekend. They passed the bars, they passed the gas. Bob preaching community through bulletproof glass. Missed a call or two, waved off the scene. Too busy storytelling on the in-car screen. Told the tale of the DUI years before. Turned into a sermon like a midnight lore. Dropped names like he drops the facts. Pat just nodded with more fun facts. No sirens, no stops, just digital noise. To a aging medic playing with taxpayer toys. A chase of ghosts that dance in the dark. A patrol where they park more than spark. Be kind, rewind, it's a rerun ride. Lights flash blue, but the action died. You never know what's around the turn. Tonight, Bob, you got nothing to burn. So I filed it under folklore, Bobaganda classic. Just another night where the story mattered more than the street. Be kind, rewind, and pretend it was more than it was.
Going to the holiday right now.
Rolling up snow to club holiday. Sheriff got snacks, got games to play. Young girls laughing, chilling outside. Bob says, come on, let's go live. A Mountain Dew, a little cheese. Twinkies too, now drop to your knees. Cats in the car, smirking real wide. Bob's got a show, ain't trying to hide. Before a dance, before a shake. Live on the show, it's all on tape. Lights in the lounge, the team goes strong. Sheriff got him twerking all night long.
Go get on camera up there.
Backseat watchers, eat it up. Bob just grins and sips his cup. Ain't no crime, just a little fun. Flashing those sheets till the dance is done. Shake for a snack, wait for a meal. Just another night, just keeping it real. The chat going wild, they know the drill. Sheriff Bob's live, getting this thrill. Twerking for Twinkies, bouncing for two. Cameras rolling, nothing new. St. Paul streets, love on the go. Just another night on Bob's little show.
I love that.
People decided that's on phase.
Name is Anthony Clark, 8687, white male, 6 foot. 54 copy will make her way to the BK Lounge.
Happy birthday! 29th birthday. Hey!
Raspberry Island.
Turn your phones on. You know how to watch us, right?
Okay.
Live on patrol. Huh?
2348.
Absolutely. That's Scott right there. Pat Scott. Pat Scott. Yep.
We love you back.